California has had a lot of special elections for legislative seats this year because so many legislators have been resigning to take other offices in Congress and the state Senate, and then there's musical chairs. Somebody moves up to Congress, so somebody moves up to the state Senate, and then somebody moves up, has to run for their assembly seat and so forth. 13 in all, which is a very, very high number. We usually get maybe 1 or 2 a year. But it's enough that the President Pro Tem of the state Senate, Darrell Steinberg, is mulling the idea of a constitutional amendment that would eliminate special elections for legislative seats and let the governor make those appointments. He couches it in terms of good government, saving the taxpayers money for special elections, and points out that these special elections usually have very low turnouts. All true. But there's also a political dimension to this whole thing. First of all, does the punishment fit the crime? This is really a very unusual year. Usually, I say, maybe 1 or 2 elections a year, and maybe we don't need to change anything. It's just one of those things. But there's also a political dimension to the whole thing. Allowing the governor to make legislative appointments would increase the power of the governor. It would give him more say over the legislature. It would allow him to, maybe in some instances, decide the balance of power in the legislature by whoever he might appoint it. And then there's the partisan effect. Democrats don't like these special elections because they sometimes lose them, and with them possibly threaten their 2/3 supermajority in the legislature. They lost 1 seat to the Republicans in a special Senate election this year, and almost lost 2 assembly seats in special elections. So maybe all this really boils down to the supermajority party wanting to retain that supermajority and wanting to eliminate any chance that they might lose it through a special election. As usual, when these things are couched in good government terms, there's a political dimension.